China's goods trade surges 18.3% in first 2 months of 2026. China's foreign trade recorded strong growth at the start of 2026, with total imports and exports rising sharply in the first 2 months of the year, according to official data released by the China General Administration of Customs. Data published on March 11th showed that China's total goods trade reached 7.73 trillion yuan between January and February, representing a year-on-year increase of 18.3%. Exports totaled 4.62 trillion yuan, up 19.2%, while imports reached 3.11 trillion yuan, up 17.1% over the same period last year. The figures suggest a solid rebound in global demand for Chinese goods and continued resilience in the country's manufacturing sector. From the perspective of trade structure, general trade remained the dominant mode of commerce. During the first 2 months of the year, China's general trade imports and exports totaled 4.78 trillion yuan, an increase of 13.5% compared with the same period in 2025. Processing trade, in which imported components are assembled or processed for re-export, recorded 1.43 trillion yuan, rising 19.3%. Meanwhile, bonded logistics trade expanded particularly quickly, climbing 36.9% to 1.24 trillion yuan. In the 2 months, year-on-year, trade between China and the Association of Southeast Asian Nations (ASEAN) reached 1.24 trillion yuan, up 20.3%, and trade with the European Union totaled 998.94 billion yuan, representing an increase of 19.9%. Trade with countries participating in the Belt and Road Initiative continued to expand as well. Combined imports and exports with these partner economies reached 4.02 trillion yuan in the first 2 months of the year, marking a 20% increase compared with the same period in 2025. Private enterprises remain the primary drivers of China's foreign trade. Customs data showed that privately owned firms recorded 4.51 trillion yuan in total imports and exports, up 22.8% year-on-year. Foreign invested enterprises contributed to 0.2 trillion yuan in trade, an increase of 15.3%, while state-owned enterprises posted 1 trillion yuan in imports and exports, growing 7.4% over the same period. In terms of product categories, exports of mechanical and electrical products continued to dominate China's overseas shipments. During the first 2 months of the year, exports of such products totaled 2.89 trillion yuan, surging 24.3%. Labor-intensive products, including textiles, furniture, and toys, reached 702.67 billion yuan in exports, up 15.6%. And agricultural product exports amounted to 120.01 billion yuan, representing a 9.7% increase. On the import side, in the same period, China brought in 1.21 trillion yuan worth of mechanical and electrical products, a 21.3% increase compared with the previous year. Imports of iron ore totaled 210 million tons, rising 10%, while crude oil imports reached 96.93 million tons, up 15.8%. Overall, the strong performance in the opening months of 2026 reflects both steady domestic demand and improving trade ties with key global partners, reinforcing China's role as a central hub in global supply chains.